Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm talking about could Magic Johnson leaving the Lakers be a bigger problem than we actually think, and actually be causing more problems than we think. He just stepped down from being the president of operations with the Lakers, which was a big surprise for a lot of people, but no one really knows the real reason why. It was kind of out of shock. He didn't even tell anyone in the Lakers organization that he was doing it. So I'm going to be getting to some reasons why I think he might have done it, or some problems why he did it, and why he actually thinks that he had to do that before anything got as bad as it did. So without further ado, without ruminating too much, just get right into this video. Alright, so my first reason for this video is going to be pretty much that they won't be able to get another big name to pair with LeBron, as Magic Johnson for the past three off seasons, or however long he's been with the Lakers organization, pretty much has been saying that, oh yeah, we're gonna get this max free agent, we're gonna get this superstar to come to us, and the only one that he's ever been able to get was LeBron James, which is very good, but it was pretty much a conclusion that LeBron was going to the Lakers regardless. So I don't think Magic Johnson had a big deal with that, and all the other star free agents that he said he would be getting, he was never able to get. And now, especially with the Los Angeles Lakers having a pretty bad season this year, and all that, this could likely mean that he realized that he was no longer going to be able to get a superstar level player to compare with LeBron James, and LeBron James is once again going to have to play and carry this young team with the Lakers, and he just did not want to be the reason. He didn't want to be blamed for the reason that oh, they didn't get another superstar, it's all Magic Johnson, because up to this point people kind of thought, okay, Magic Johnson's a decent president of operations, he hasn't really done anything bad, but he hasn't really done anything great besides signing LeBron. So he was alright, but this offseason coming up was really going to make or break him, and he might have realized, okay, I don't want to be framed as this horrible president of basketball operations, and that's why he stepped down. So I think there's a very big chance that he realized they will not be able to get big names. So if you see the Lakers not get any big names in free agency, they don't get the Jimmy Butlers, the Tobias Harris's, Klay Thompsons. If they don't get someone like that, I would not be surprised one bit at all, because that would be a huge reason for Magic Johnson to want to sit it down. But now my second reason is going to be that the situation was very toxic, and I know it was very toxic because obviously I don't have any insiders for the Lakers organization. But if you really just look at it, the Lakers locker room, it was pretty much ruined, and there were tons of reports from insiders that the locker room was ruined after all the Anthony Davis rumors, and all the young names were put on the trade block, and they felt like they weren't wanted anymore, which really hurt the team's morale and really hurt them when they wanted to play and everything. So yeah, I can see that a lot. And after that trade thing, it probably definitely left a very sour taste in the entire organization's life. And mouth, and everybody in the organization pretty much. But another reason I know that for sure it was toxic and extremely toxic is the head coach for the New Orleans Pelicans, Alvin Gentry, actually in some interviews said that the situation was one of the most toxic, if not the most toxic, he has ever seen in his 11-year NBA career, or is it 21? It was either 21 years or 11 years in the NBA. He said that was one of the most toxic situations he has ever been a part of. So if it was toxic on the Pelicans part, who only had one player in the trade rumors, could you imagine how bad it must have been when all the players in the trade rumors were young, when all those young good players were put on the trade block, and pretty much everybody was begging for them to go, and LeBron was advocating for trading for Anthony Davis? That will definitely mess up the locker room and mess up the morale a lot, and really hurt a team's locker room present and make a situation very toxic. So maybe that might have been some Magic Johnson was like, well, what's even the point? Because he said he doesn't have, obviously Magic Johnson doesn't have to be a president, doesn't have to do these type of things. He has money, he has fame, he has charm, he's good enough to be everything. He's good off, he doesn't have to do this. So maybe he was like, well, the situation's always toxic, I'm not having fun anymore, and that's one of the big things that he promoted, that he wanted to be having fun and enjoying himself. He might have not been enjoying himself and everything, and he really wanted to step down, and this could also be a pretty big reason. But now my third reason is going to be that he could see the writing on the walls, and this is pretty much combining everything, as he might have been able to see that he would soon be looked at as a bad president of basketball operations. Because if the first two reasons are true, and they had a toxic relationship, plus they couldn't get any big names of free agency, could you imagine now Magic Johnson's going to be known as the guy that couldn't lead a team of LeBron James, Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, and Brandon Ingram, among some other decent players, to the playoffs. Could you imagine? Like, he's one of the first people not to be able to lead LeBron to the playoffs in a very long time as it is right now. And if he did that for back-to-back years, then that would definitely hurt him a ton. And I don't think he wanted to be known as that guy, and he didn't want to hurt his reputation. And we've seen him when he was a head coach for a couple teams, and he tried to do some other things with the Lakers organization. He failed at being a head coach as well. So maybe he just didn't want the writing on the wall saying that he could not do anything like that or in that field, and he really didn't want to tarnish his reputation and everything. So I think that would be a very big reason as well, and probably the most realistic reason as well. But unfortunately, guys, this is moving video. So comment below. Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm right on any things? Do you think I missed any point? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Why do you think he left? I want to hear all your thoughts. And also, sorry for this video kind of being shorter than my normal ones. I just really wanted to get one out, and I did have this video kind of on the back burner, and I forgot to record audio for it, so that was a pretty bummer when I went to upload, because I forgot to record audio. That was pretty hard. But yeah, I'm obviously, if you're listening to it, I was able to get it up, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, put a like button and subscribe button, and hope you have a blessed day. Have a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. See you in the next video. Goodbye, boo. Blah, blah, blah.